I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald me, Rob. Hey guys. Hope everyone is well. So there's a poll in the live stream chat. Make sure you vote on it. Let me know your thoughts. So I've got this. So it's not going to get opened until Alex is here unless I'm really thirsty. So I can prove that it is unopened. There's no rum in it. Someone has watched Fantastic Four. Someone else has in here as well. Don't lie to me, Sammy Snake. Lie to me. Okay, right, let's get this game up. I'm not actually sure which channel it's on, but I'll find out. I'll always find out. Oh, it would help if the TV box was actually plugged in. That would be splendid. Let's take that out. And plug that in. Sky Sports Plus HD. Oh, get in. Right. Hello, Daryl Witter. Hello, Sammy Snake. Hello, Anime Dude. Hello, Jack Marshall. No, this isn't about rugby. What do you think about Hulk Hogan passing away? It's sad times, really. Sad times, especially for the wrestling community. Such a well-known, well-liked character in that universe, a well-liked person. So, they will sadly miss him. Losing a lot of big names in the last 2 days, and that's unfortunate. No one is invincible. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Hulk Hogan stuff, right? I am a real American. Fight for your right. Fight for your life. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. That's his theme.
Thanks, Sam.
No worries. I saw it. Enjoy.
Great. All right.
I love you.
Love you too.
Get in.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Right, get gone. I'm not saying that on stream. Moving on. Swiftly. Okay, Sky Sports Plus HD it is. Hells didn't know about Hulkmania. Aye. So on predictions so far this week, I was incorrect about the Roosters beating the Storm. It was always going to be a tricky one. But, fortunately, I was wrong. I need to watch the highlights and watch back what I can. They had a 24-16 lead. Oh, they chucked it away last few minutes. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. So, to go through the team list real quick, and I'll do one more before we start in about 8 or 9 minutes, roughly. Starting with Wakefield Trinity. In the backs, they have Jowett, Walmsley, Hall, Pratt, Myers, Truman, and Leno. In the forwards is McMeekan. I forget if it's Harvey or Harry. I think it's Harvey. Harvey Smith, Vartilli, Griffin, Scott, and Pitts. On the bench is Nicotimo, Atoni, Staunton, and Rourke. 18th man is Oliver Russell. For Leeds Rhinos, in the backs, they have Miller, Hall, Handley, Newman, Edgell, Croft, and Connor. In the forwards is Palacia, O'Connor, Jenkins, McDonnell, Bentley, and Watkins. On the bench is Sinfield, Lasone, Cassell, and Littlewood. Lum is the 18th man. Splendid. So looking at the poll, 9 votes, 56% say Leeds are going to win. If you've not voted yet, make sure you vote in the live stream chat. Let me know who you think is going to win this one. I do have Wakefield to win this one. I went with Wakefield. Just thought, you know, already beaten Leeds once this year. Leeds are a different team now compared to what they were very early on. Leeds got the win last time out, but it was very close. I think it was a 4-point game, 22-18. Both were played at Headingley this time, at home for Wakefield. Could get the energy boost from the crowd, potentially. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Okay. I might do a Rugby League 26 live stream after this, because I bought the extra 24,000 Pro Team coins, and Big Ant Studios gave out like the compensation for the issues. So I've got 48,000 Pro Team coins. So I might just do one massive pack opening after this, and if there's time to like play games, then I will do as well. Because the only thing I've done on Pro Team is like I've opened a few free packs that I got. So I've got a stadium, kits, a team name, logo, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not sure if I need to worry about buying contracts and things like that. So if I have to save some coins, I will do. But I'll try and buy get a bunch of packs with the coins that I've got. So I'll do that after this stream. I'll start a new one, and then we'll swiftly fly on. In case you care, Rob, I'm playing KR vs Warren Rugby League 26. Warrington just scored in the corner with Josh Sealis. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Get it. I am slowly improving on RL26. I'm getting there. I'm getting a greater feel of the game. Defensively feels comfortable now that I'm pressing LT, doing that jockeying thing, and it's like, you know, feels a lot more comfortable. Offensively, I'm still getting used to the passing, and like when I was watching a tutorial video yesterday, and one of the tips he said was you don't have to try and score on every play, which I think I was trying to do a lot on Rugby League Live 3, so I was kind of used to that. And it was fairly easy. Even against veteran, it was really easy to score on like any given play. Whereas this one, you've actually got to work for it. And I think I'm using the sidestep a bit more, because that's like one of the best ways to actually gain meters and line breaks. But the final thing is, inside the 10, it's really difficult to defend inside the 10, because one ball across and like someone doesn't intercept it, they're in. Or a kick through, they always seem to get to it. But when you have the ball in the 10, I feel like you can't really do much in terms of shape. Like, you can't... I don't know. When you're inside the 10, I don't think there's much you can do, to be honest. It doesn't feel very comfortable. Unless you kick to the corners or grubber. Sometimes that works, but I don't know. It doesn't feel comfortable. And the thing that bothers me a lot is because you can set some of the plays. I don't know if you can create new plays or not, but the 5 default plays that you get, they're only for the first few guys left or right of the ruck, and it randomly picks which side. So I don't know if there's a way you can pick which side of the play of the ball that you want that play to be on, but it doesn't extend out wide. So if you start moving the ball further, you've got like the centre and winger just drop so far back. Like, I want to create plays with more depth and multiple shapes across the line. If you could create plays, that'd be great. But there was another point in that tutorial video where they said if you don't sprint every time, it gives players time to catch up, and it just... I did test that a little bit, and it just kind of flowed and worked out a bit better. Am I enjoying it? I'm enjoying it slightly more and more the better I get at the game. Because when I first played it, I really did not enjoy it. There's still some things they could fix. Someone mentioned in the Discord that part of the patch notes for the latest update was that they fixed the selection issue. So like when you're on defense, I want to select anyone on that line, but it would normally switch between the 2 markers and one left or right of the ruck. But this time, apparently you can select anyone along the line, which is what I want to do. I want to select normally someone a few spots down the line to user them ready to go. So that's a start. Also, I don't know if anyone's had the same issues, but when I try and tackle someone from marker, I'm clearly onside. I'm square at marker. But if I use a marker to make a tackle, after they play the ball, like I don't move until then, they're called offside. So I have to use somebody that's in the line. I feel like if they can fix that, that'd be great. But I'm enjoying it more and more. I accidentally set it as the 40-minute a half thing. So I played a full half, 40 minutes long. I was just the Panthers versus Warriors. Started a bit of the second half, but I was like, right, okay, I've got the hang of this. I went down, I think it was 16. It was either 16-0 or 22-0. But yeah, I came back and took a lead. So I thought, you know what, fair enough. I did that in half. I played 40 minutes. So I got plenty of reps in there. I learned the game a bit more, felt more comfortable. So I'm getting there. Right, if anyone's got any exact score predictions, we've got a few moments to go until kickoff. So if anyone's got any exact score predictions, let me know your thoughts. Howdy to everyone that's in here at the moment. Right. Also, don't know if Alex is in here, but I want you guys to be my witness that this is a sealed bottle and he ain't claiming there's rum in this, okay? Also, this might be backwards, but hello Mark. If there's a Mark in here, enjoy. That's harsh, that Alex. So just so you know, freshly opened. Freshly. Oh, yes. Delicious. Less of that, Alex. Less of that. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the poll. 17 votes, 53% say Leeds. Again, I backed Wakey in this one. Thought they could get it done. So we'll see. We will see. Okay. How's the fitness journey going? I'd stopped that months ago, honestly, at this point. I'm kind of getting close to the mindset of starting again. Like, I'm really close to it because I know some regulars know that I want to make this a full-time thing. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have a proper sleep schedule, and I want to improve my sleep as well, which comes with eating healthier, and also cutting this out because this is like my go-to. So switching to water, eating earlier in the day as well, and getting better sleep. So it stopped months ago, but I'm almost there to like really commit to it again, and you know, improve the lifestyle. I hate Diet Coke. I would switch to Coke Zero because it's 0 calories, or it's a calorie, something. 1 or 2 calories per bottle of Coke Zero. That's what I switched to, and I actually prefer the taste of Diet Coke. Right then, we will be underway shortly. I'll do one more run through of the teams before we start. In the backs for Wakefield, they have Jowett, Walmsley, Hall, Pratt, Myers, Truman and Leno. In the forwards is McMeekan, Smith, Fartilli, Griffin, Scott and Pitts. On the benches, Nicotimo, Atoni, Staunton and Rourke. Russell is the 18th man. In the backs for Leeds, they have Miller, Hall, Handley, Newman, Edgell, Croft, Connor, Palacia, O'Connor, Jenkins, McDonnell, Bentley and Watkins. I forgot to mix up the forwards and backs. I just said it all in one go. The bench is Sinfield, Lasoni, Cassell, Littlewood. Lum is the 18th man. We are about to get underway. I've gone with Wakefield to win this one by 2 points. And the game, ladies and gentlemen, will... I think I went 24-22 or 22-20, something like that. Very close. And we are Underway. Here we go. Leeds will kick to Wakefield. Fartilli will take the first carry of the game. Up towards the 10 for Wakey. Smith starting today at dummy half. Hope it goes well for him. He could be doing a very long stint here. He's a smaller body against a big Leeds pack, so we'll see how he gets on. But Wakefield over on the right side of the field take the ball over the 20. I think there's some players in the backside that get mixed up for Wakey. Just not so used to seeing some of them. Like some I can recognise straight away, but some I do tend to mix up. Smith now with Fartilli, easy to spot. 30 seconds ahead, bloody hell, Kieran. Out the back to Lino, he'll kick from behind the 40. So that's the end of the first set of the game. Slightly towards the back left, taken on the full by Lockie Miller. Recovers this over the 30 and up towards the 40. Just a few metres short. Plays it for Jake Connor, who hands the ball off to Edgell. Taking it now over the 40. So not a bad place to start the set here for the Leeds Rhinos. It's now going to be Handley. Just up towards halfway. Pushed back by 3 defenders. Pitts, Fartilli and McMeekan. Leeds are one of 2 teams that has a 100% win rate when they score first in Super League. Think Leeds has to win this? Well, they might do. They might do. Just think they've been starting a little bit slow recently. In the last 2 weeks, their energy's been a bit low. They might shoot up this week, but we'll see. Not like that. Wrong choice of words. Anyway, kick towards the back right, collected by Wakefield. They'll play the ball a few metres in front of their own try line. It's going to be Pratt. Plays it in between the sticks, about 5 or 6 metres in front of the try line. Wormsley over the 10. Now Corey Hall up towards the 20, down the right edge. Making now up towards the 30. And it's already the 5th tackle, so good defensive set for Leeds. Good pressure there from McDonald, but the kick is away. It's going to bounce once, then collected by Miller, who returns it up towards the 40 already. Now about 5, maybe 4 metres short of the try line, of the halfway line. So once again, good position to start a set for Leeds, and Edgell will take this into enemy territory. You going for a Trinity win? All right, lovely. Me too. Me too. Down the left edge with the Zen Monk, James Bentley. If you are new to the stream, the reason why James Bentley is called the Zen Monk is because normally he starts fights, but there was a long period where he would be in a position where he normally would snap, and he was very calm about it. Because we think he went to a temple and found inner peace. So we call him the Zen Monk. There you go. So the Zen Monk, playing today for Leeds. They now shift it right towards the middle with Croft, who kicks high on the last towards the sticks. Myers goes up. He's smashed into the ground. Myers done a good job in the last few weeks since he's been starting. Nicely done. A couple tries for his work as well. It's good for him. Pratt with the next carry. Takes it over the 10. Wakey now about 15 metres out from their own try line. Found inner piece with a Wales CD. Nice. Very nice. Down the short side right with Corey Hall, who takes it over the 30. Looks like slightly awkward there from Palacia, but all good. Just looked awkward. Now with Pitts in centre field, hands it off to Fartilli up towards the 40. And it's now going to be the last tackle with almost 4 minutes on the clock. It is 4 minutes on the clock now. So out the back to Lino on the right from Smith. Kicks long towards the sticks, collected by Miller. Takes it over the 20, up towards the 30 with a strong carry. And he's wrapped up by Wormsley and Hall over on the right-hand side of the field, or the left-hand side for Leeds. Plays it for Connor. Now with Handley, shifting towards the middle with Ryan Hall. Has lost a touch of pace in his older age, but certainly helps a lot with the carries out of the backfield. You're a full set man. Oh dear, Kieran. Oh dear. That's not good. Third tackle now for Leeds. O'Connor in centre field. Looks right, then goes left to Palacia. He's going to take the next carry himself. With the 4th tackle coming up now just inside Wakefield territory. Watkins takes the carry himself. Decent carry there up towards the 40. Wants a quick play of the ball. Gets one for O'Connor. He goes right to Croft. Steps off his right foot. Space through the middle. Still going. Still room to run. Griffin's got a hold of him. Offloads the ball. Kick through from Miller. Collected by Walmsley, but that's going to be a knock-on from Leeds. So, good work off the cuff there from Croft. Didn't quite work out, but I like the fact that they took an opportunity. They had a little go in there. So, I'm cool with that. I'm cool and groovy with that. How are you doing? You thought that Leeds Rhinos would win tonight? I think anyone can win tonight, but in my predictions, I backed Wakefield. I just thought the home crowd might just give them that push to get it done. Truman, now to Griffin. Slightly left of centre field, up towards the 40, with 2 more tackles to go in this set. Coming up towards the 6-minute mark, Smith on his right now to Pitts in centre field. Out the back to Lino. Pops it across to... Who's playing there? It's Scott. Yeah, it is Scott. We go short side right to Lino, who kicks on the last. 6 minutes gone. Now in the back right for Miller. Over the 10. And just shy of the 20. Now up to the 20. So Wakefield improving there in terms of field position. They were having to start defensive sets with Leeds on the 30 or 40. And they'll now start from the 20. So that's progress. Then over the 30 with a strong carry from Ryan Hall. Watkins will hand the ball off to McDonnell, who carries it up towards the halfway line. O'Connor. Now with Jenkins. Been pretty solid this year for Leeds up front. Pretty solid. Kick towards the back right from Jake Connor on the last. Collected in goal by Myers. Was it? Apparently not. I think you need to have either 1 foot or both feet inside the in-goal area. Well, Myers still going. He's still going. 7 minutes on the clock, or just over. He's now with Walmsley with the next carry over the 30. We had any subs yet, Kinetic? Jamie? Do you mean like members? Or you mean actual subscribers? I started with 10,701. It's still on 10,701. Now, 4th tackle, Lino on the left to Pitts. Will take a carry through centre field over the 40. Coming up towards the 30. Oh, subs yet? Oh. No. It's only just less than 8 minutes gone. Ryan Hall collects it towards the back left. It's just because it was so early in the game, I just didn't think that's what you meant. But yeah. Harry Newman with the great carry up towards the 30 for Leeds. We'll play this for O'Connor right in centre field. He'll scoot, make an easy 10 metres, an extra metre or 2 on top of it. Over on the right-hand side of the field, Miller towards the middle with Watkins, takes a carry through the middle. Pitts, McMeekin and Smith bring him down. That ball is lost, I think. I think he might have lost that, but it's close. Hello, Alfie. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. 8.5 minutes gone. Last tackle, right to Croft. Kicks towards the back right. Jowett's underneath it. He's been quality this season. Absolutely quality. Returns it over the 20. Bit of room to run. Decent return there up towards the 30. What do you think that Ryan Matheson to Wyatt? He's arrived now, likely to play against Lee. I forgot that Harrison was out for God knows how long. So, yeah, he's kind of there to replace him. He's not a prop. He's a back rower / lock. Loose forward. So he's not what we need, but we did need someone, so it kind of fills a void. Plus, he'll probably do a decent job here and there. Maybe he plays loose forward. Corey plays on the right side of the back row, maybe. Truman pops up to Griffin on his left. It's the 4th tackle coming up towards the 30. I think he'll be a decent addition. I don't know how much better he'll make us. I don't think it's that much better, to be honest, because he's not what we need. But he could add his own flair or something. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not completely knocking it, but it just... Yeah. We needed someone for Harrison. He was available. He's a good player when he can get a good run of games in. And he's got that confidence. So, we'll see. 2nd tackle, after a 6 again, by the way. Lino, bit of room to run. Brought down about 3 metres short of the line. Left of the sticks. Third tackle approaching the 10-minute mark. Griffin waits at dummy half, and it's now going to be a penalty for Wakefield for... Let's have a look. There is a penalty for Wakefield. Lino is down. Possible high shot or... I don't know. I didn't see. So that's 10 minutes gone. It's stopped with 10 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. Third tackle. Penalty for Wakefield. And then... let's have a look. Oh, a trip from Croft. Right. Stuck his foot out. Is that usually a sin bin or not? Is that usually a sin bin? Does anyone know? I don't know why, but I always go to the home matches, but not the away for why, but I went to Wembley. Well, it's easier, isn't it? If you live closer, it's easier. Oh, Brody. Oh, dear. What's it going to be for Brody?
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell.
You can't be doing that, son. You know you can't be doing it. Why are you doing it? Well, he stopped to try, to be fair, for now. So, or potential try, at least. Makes sense. Smart move. And also not at the same time. You know what I mean. So there we go. Leeds already down to 12. Brodie Croft onto the bench. So that clock is now ticking away. When the clock hits 20 minutes and 7 seconds, Brodie Croft will be back on. Jowett has a kick in front of the post, so I'll just add on those 2 points because he should get it. He nailed a bunch from the touchlines last week against Huddersfield, so it should be a walk in the park. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I'm waiting for Kieran to see this. Oh my god. Oh my god, that actually got me. And the kick from Jowett to make it 2-0 is good. Because it was in my peripherals. I was sorting this out. Oh, I thought it was in my room. And I thought it was right here. Oh my god, it scared me. That's Jowett with the 2-pointer. Buzzy B, aye. It got me good, Odell. It got me good. Leeds will kick off very shortly. So that's a minute and 15 seconds gone off the sin bin already after taking that 2-pointer. So, defensive set here for Leeds. Jowett collects, hands the ball off to Fartilli. And the ball comes loose, collected by Pitts. But it's going to be a penalty for a strip. That's a bold call from Kendall. Do they want to challenge it? That was awful. I think he's lost that. I'd challenge it. I need to see it again, because it was just first instinct, but it could be worth a challenge. I think it's too late now anyway. Like Wells saying that it was a strip, fair enough. I didn't fully see it on that replay then, so if he thinks it's a strip, fair enough. I'll go with that. 12 minutes on the clock, or just gone. Smith scoots some dummy half. That's going to be a 6 again. Yes, it is. Just short of the 30 inside Leeds territory. Could be some more early points here for Wakey. Fartilli with the next carry over the 30. A few metres shy of the red zone. Smith, left of centre field, goes right to Lino. Engage the line. Couldn't quite make much happen there, so has to just go himself. Cuts back towards the left. And then he's brought down on the 20. Smith in centre field. Goes left to Griffin. Takes a carry himself up towards the 10. Over on the left-hand side of the field, just a few metres shy of the touchline. Fourth tackle, Smith now on his right to Lino. Then Pitts. Across to Truman. I think they might have the space and numbers here if they can move the ball. Yes, they can. Wormsley in the corner. Gets the ball down. That's good movement. That's good movement. Great finish. Well done, Wakey. Nice and clean, nice and smooth. A little bit too jazzy. So there we go. More points for Wakefield. It's going to be 6-0 with a kick to come. Jowett towards the touchline. So I reckon he could probably nail this one as well. Let's have another look at this, shall we? Or that's showing the penalty for... Excuse me, penalty first. Smith to Lino. Then to Pitts. Ball out the back to Truman. That looks nice. Just the movement. Everything's nice and clean. Great handoff there from... Who was that on the end? Was that Scott on the end of that one? Or was it Jowett? Oh, it might have been Jowett, actually, with the assist. And well done from Wormsley. Tricky there. Good effort from those two, by the way. It was Miller and somebody else. Because being a man down and basically looked like a walk-in for a second. But Handley and Miller, there's great effort defensively to nearly get a hold of him there. It was a really good effort. But well done, Wormsley, to get that one down. Look at Wormsley, the Scottish international. I think the first time I saw him was the Rugby League World Cup. That was the first time I saw him. Was it the Halifax Panthers back then? Is that where he was? Not sure if Scotland are going to qualify for the World Cup next year. I don't think they're part of the ones that have already qualified. But I'm not sure when the qualifiers are. I'm not sure if they'd make it. I think there's a few other nations a bit stronger. So, to make it 8-0, Jowett was excellent with the boot last week. And the kick from Jowett is... Ooh, just wide. Or it hits the post and bounces away. My science teacher played for Scotland in the Rugby League World Cup in 2017. Oh, bloody hell. Kind of shows the depth, doesn't it? They got a decent amount of depth. They got Briley, Luckley, Russell, Wormsley, Bell, Hayward from the Bulldogs in the NRL. Oh, who am I missing? I feel like there's a few others I might be missing. But yeah, there's some of the regulars. We're going to get back underway. 6-0 for Wakefield. So there's about roughly 5 more minutes to go on the sin bin, I think. Smith will hand the ball off to Mike McMeekin. Now about 25 out from their own try line. Teacher played for Batley. His name's David Scott. All right. I remember when there was a Rob Parker used to play for Warrington, and then he became a teacher at my high school. He was already a teacher there, and then I went to that high school, and then I remember he taught me maths. So that was cool. There's now with McMeekin. Now Lino pops the ball up to Scott. Up towards Leeds Rhinos 40 with the last tackle coming up. Smith over on the right goes short side right to Lino. Under a bit of inside pressure there. But gets the kick away. Miller underneath it collects it just over his own 10. Pushed back by Smith. And eventually brought down, making an extra metre or two there from the catch. Watkins hands it off to Ryan Hall up towards the 20. We'll play this in centre field for Lockie Miller. Hands it off to Edgell on his left. With a decent carry up towards the 30. Now O'Connor to Harry Newman. Makes about 5 or 6 metres on that play. O'Connor left to Palacia up towards the 40. So nothing too adventurous from Leeds on this set. Ray French was your teacher too? All right. Look at us all go, getting taught by, Rugby League players. Look at us go. There's now with Myers. Shifting and darting towards the right-hand side of the field. Getting pushed back a little bit as well by the Zen Monk and Ash Handley. Plays a Valino who goes right to Wormsley. Fakes the switch back to Hall and carries it up towards the 30. Oh, Nigel Wood on the Bench podcast. That'll be an interesting one. That'll be a very interesting one. McMeekin tries to get an offload, but it's collected by Jake Connor instead. Could have been some room for Edgell down the left-hand side if Hanley offloaded the ball, but he chose not to. Jake Connor will hand the ball inside to the Zen Monk Bentley up towards the 30. 6 again for Leeds. Approaching 18 minutes on the clock, 30 metres out. Now with Jenkins through the middle of the field, up towards the 20. Great chance here for Leeds. Not sure how adventurous they'll be with shapes here, given they're a man down still, but we'll see. I think there have been plenty of games. There's a penalty for Leeds, though. There have been plenty of games, even when they've been a man down, they've still been able to create opportunities. There was, I think there was a game last year against Warrington. There was definitely one against Leeds and possibly one the year before. I think there was one against Saints as well. There's been a couple of times they've got a man down. They've still done quite well. So, penalty for Leeds. They could go for 2, which I think they are going to do. They're going to run down the clock by an extra minute. Interesting call. I don't mind it this time. I don't mind it just because they're a man down. You take a bit of time off the clock. And then you get the ball back as well and you can take more time off the clock with a set. So, you guys know me at this point. I don't normally like teams going for 2. But this one, I get it. Fresh haircut, looking slick. It's, just put some product in it before I went out earlier. That's it. That's it. It's usually just like a complete mess. But it was done up before I went out. To the cinema earlier. I still need to get a haircut. I'll probably get one done on Tuesday. Possibly. We shall see. Maybe tomorrow. Connor to make it 6-2. I should have already set this up because he'll likely get this one. The kick from Jake Connor in front of the sticks, surprisingly, is all good. How's he done that then? How's he done that? Anyway. Don't remember authorising your time off. Hey! Kieran. Less of that. Less of that. What did you watch? Me and a mate, we watched Fantastic Four. We went and watched Superman last week or the week before. 2 weeks ago. We watched Fantastic Four earlier. It was pretty good. I was happy with it. So it's going to be 6-2. Sin bin is almost done. The sin bin is done now, actually. It should be. There we go. Brodie Croft back on the field. 6-2 for Wakefield. The Zen Monk with a carry. A few metres short of the 20 for Leeds. O'Connor. Now to Palacia. Bobbles the ball slightly, but maintains that speed. 20.5 minutes on the clock. Now across to Watkins. Takes the carry up towards the 30 for Leeds. 4 defenders in the tackle. 4 big men in the tackle. Or 3 big men plus Smith. Possibly could have been a 6 again there. But 4th tackle. Leeds spread the ball inside their own half. Up towards Handley. A little bit of room to run. Making good meters up towards halfway. So decent end to that set there. Just need a good kick to add the cherry on top of the icing. And Jarrett returns it now 15 metres out of their own try line. In centre field, Truman. Now in Myers, cuts back off his left foot, but is wrapped up immediately by Newman. Truman now for Walmsley, over the 20. So now that Leeds are back to 13, maybe they could start to win the battle in the middle. Smith with a decent carry up towards the 40. Show the screen? No. McMeekin with the next carry. Just short of halfway. It's copyrighted material, Joshua, so I can't do that. It's now with Truman, who kicks towards the back left. Going to bounce once on the 10. Towards the touchline. Collected by Ryan Hall. Griffin is there. So is Pitts. And so is Staunton, who is now on the field. And that was like an arm around the neck of Edgell. But nothing from the referee. Miller bumps off Lino. Makes more metres over the 30. And a few metres shy of the 40. You're a Hull FC fan? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll be streaming their game on Saturday. Against Huddersfield. So just short of halfway, fourth tackle for Leeds. Miller will go down the left-hand side with Connor. Pops the ball up to the Zen Monk now to Handley. Good hands there. Surprised no one dropped that. Last tackle on the left-hand side. Back towards the middle with Connor, who kicks on the last. Towards the back left slightly. Jowett collects it. Under pressure, though, from Bentley. And he's stopped about 7 or 8 metres out from his own try line. Well taken. Next carry from Myers, just over the 10. And the next carry from Pratt. Takes it up towards the 20. Over 23 minutes just gone. Now Griffin down the left-hand side. Good defensive line speed from Leeds here. You can definitely do that now that they've got 13 players on the field again. Pitts will switch back to a Tony, who I've been quite impressed with this year. I've been impressed with all the forwards for Wakefield, to be honest. I think the most important thing for Wakey is just keeping them, just making sure that they can keep that pack. Because there'll be a lot of clubs sniffing around for them. But if Wire picked up somebody like Staunton or a Tony, I'd be pretty happy with that. But I reckon they'll be there for next year and possibly beyond that. But we'll see. Ryan Hall with the next carry over halfway. Bumps off Truman and carries it just short of the 40 inside Wakefield territory. Very quick play the ball there for O'Connor up towards the 30 and just over it as well. Arm around the neck from a Tony there. It could have been something in that. Watkins now left to Connor. Dinks the ball through, but it's collected by Lino. And that's diffused there from Wakey. He'll play this for Pitts. Hands it off to Wormsley on the short side right and carries up towards the 30. Been a supporter through it all. I'll be going Saturday to cheer them on. Been a very better side this season. Indeed, last year was a rough one, but yeah, good turnaround. Great recruitment. Good choice at head coach as well. So definitely a different feel. Much better feel, of course. Now Smith on the fourth tackle, pops up to Staunton, who goes left to Truman, then out the back to Jowett, launch it across to Myers. That's a great ball from Jowett. Again, he's been excellent this year, and I think he's been even better in the last few weeks as well. Jowett, short side left to Griffin, chips the ball over the top, chip and chase from the big man, collected by Croft. Well done, Brodie Croft, that was good work. I thought Griffin had the leverage there for a second, but that's well read by Croft. Deals with that one, but it's going to be a dropout for Leeds. But well done, Griffin. Nicely done. I'm always impressed with like the weight of kicks, especially when players are on the move. I think chip kicks might be a little bit easier, but when players like grubber a ball through, especially someone that isn't a 6 or a 7 or even a 1, when they're on the run, they kick the ball through and it's perfectly weighted. I think it's quite impressive. So Miller will go with a short dropout here towards the right-hand side. Collected on the full by Corey Hall, though. Tackled on the 30, over on the right-hand side of the field. We'll play this for Smith, now with Lino, and then to Staunton. And carries it just short of the 20. 26 minutes on the clock, second tackle, Smith. Slightly right of centre field, now in centre field with Truman. 6 again for Wakey. A Tony with the carry into the red zone. Just a few metres short of the 10. Great chance for Wakey. You can at least build pressure, worst case scenario. Centre field with Smith, he goes right to Lino, pops the ball up to Staunton. Gets an offload though, now for Smith, still the short side right. Stop 5 or 6 metres out. Claims of a high tackle, apparently. Jake Connor's unsure. Jake Connor can challenge if he wants to, if he's adamant. Jake, if you're sure it wasn't high, challenge it. Yeah, that was high. Am I missing something? What does the red zone means? The 20. So when a team is in the opposition's 20, that is the red zone. Think of it as like the strike zone because they're so close to scoring. So yeah, team inside the 20 is the red zone. Not inside the... You can say inside their own red zone, so they're inside their own 20, but typically it refers to when you're in attack in your opposition's 20. So penalty for Wakefield. They will take the 2. 27.5 minutes gone. Fair enough. They want to take that 6-point lead again. And Jowett should be able to add this one. I'll get the 8 ready. Right then. Jowett to make it a 6-point lead again. 12 minutes gone in this game. And the kick from Max Jowett to make it 8-2 is good. There we go. Shall we get a trumpet? Yes, we shall. Do you think Harry Smith is good enough for England right now? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Connor with a high tackle? Never. I still think, for me, it's still Smith and Williams, because Wayne knows how to get the best out of Williams. I think Mikey Lewis as the 14, I think is perfect. I still think Danny Walker's the best 9 in the league, and if he's available, for me, he starts. I don't think he's going to get the number 9 jersey, but for me, I take Danny Walker at 9, and then you've got Mikey Lewis as 14 off the bench. People will say Litton, people will say Ipape. Obviously, it's England related, but it's just my opinion. But I think Wayne knows how to get the best out of Smith and Williams. Have had enough reps. They did well against Tonga. They did well against Samoa. I see no reason to change it. Plus, they're comfortable switching sides. I think Lewis is maybe still... I think Smith would get in there, but that means moving Lewis over to the right, which he could be fine with, but he might just be more comfortable with the left where he plays for KR. We'll see. But you don't need to change it. But there's a break here for Wakey as I'm just yapping away. Thank God they didn't score. Wakefield, 20 metres out. Quick play the ball. Now with Lino coming back towards the middle. Shoots it towards Truman. Then across to Griffin. Pops the ball up to Pratt. Smashed into the ground by Newman. Harry Newman's been a little bit sus the past few weeks. Like, he's... I don't know, just some things with Harry Newman. He's acting a bit... There's a word. What is the word? Not sure. What game prediction on this? I went with Wakefield to win... What did I say? I think I said 24-22 to Wakefield. I think I did. So, mistake from Wakey. Leeds will feed the ball into the scrum on their own 20. Ryan Hall with the carry just over the 20. Animated? Maybe. This is a decent word, actually. And a penalty for Leeds. Cassell with his first carry of the game. Is it offside? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Pitts is a mile offside. 31 minutes on the clock. 9 minutes to go in this first half. Fresh set of 6 for Leeds, and they'll start 40 metres out from the try line. There's a tap from Newman. Back towards the middle with Croft. Now to Watkins. Still shifting now with Connor. Across to Handley. So overall, they make about 2 metres. Paul, Mr. Fairhurst, thank you very much for that donation. It is greatly appreciated. You get a trumpet. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much indeed. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome to the stream. That is a mistake from Leeds. Let's have a look at this. So, just popped up from Croft to McDonald. Loses the ball. Simple mistake there. Can't be doing that. Shake of the head there from Braddington Arthur. And that's going to be a turnover with about 8 minutes to go. We're just about to hit 32. Now it is 8 minutes to go if anyone wants a time sync. This will be a scrum for Wakefield on their own 30. Truman will feed this ball in. Smith out the back, right to Corey Hall. And just takes it a few inches over the 30, so no real progress there. Short side right now to Scott, playing in the back row. Usually at centre, but I think Wakey fans can tell me whether he's played in the back row a bit this year or not. Still about 35 seconds behind, need to sort this out. I always find, Kieran, if you switch it off and switch it on again, it works half of the time. Could try it. That is going to be is it a penalty for Wakey? I apologise, I did miss that. It might be a penalty for Wakey. Or was it a mistake from Wakey? It was a mistake from Wakey. Look at him go. Time check. It is 33, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Connor will feed the ball into the scrum. O'Connor out the back will go right to Newman. Makes about 5 or 6, maybe make that 7 or 8. 9. 10 metres on the carry eventually when he plays the ball. Lasone is now on the field on his way to Hull FC next season. A few big men shifting around. He's got off to Hull FC. Pangai Jr. off to Warrington. Some big signing there for, not just physically, but was a big signing from Hull, big signing from Warrington. Inside the red zone now. In centre field, right to Connor. Pops it up to McDonald. Up towards the 10 and just over it. Now about 7 metres out roughly. O'Connor right in the field. 34 minutes on the clock. Miller launches it left to Croft. Bit of space to work with. Connor trying to fend off Lino. Flicks the ball on. Then to Edgell. Possibly forward. Spins. And it is called forward from Chris Kendall, who, fair play to him, has been calling a lot of forward passes that have absolutely been forward passes in the last few weeks. Fair play to him. Leeds better sort this out next half. We need Wakey off our back. Aye. Indeed. Indeed. Still 35 out. Bloody smoke signals would be quicker. Good old Powell knows Leeds scored massive points versus Leeds won at Cass. Knows them too well. Knows them too well. I mean, these teams have played twice already this season. He's given them a good game twice. Won the first time round, opening weekend of the season. And then lost by 4 points. I think they were down by quite a bit and then made a bit of a comeback later on. I think that's how the game went, if I'm not mistaken. They lost by 4, I think it was. But it's now the 4th tackle. Right to Lino. Pops the ball up to Scott. Under a bit of pressure there. Not great from Lino. Just less than 5 minutes to go. Be the last tackle for Wakey. Scott, slow to get up. Doesn't look in a good way. It's now to Lino. Hits the belly of the ball just behind his own 40. It's going to bounce once. Pops up nicely for Miller, who collects. And returns it just short of the 40. Trying to shrug off Pitts. And a few more defenders in the tackle. Pitts and Miller going at it a little bit there. Not happy about something. Ash Hanley with the next carry, just short of the halfway line. Decent carry there from Mr. Hanley. Over on the left-hand side of the field, or left to centre field, it's now with Lasone. Not even Lasone. It's not even Lasone. Well done, mate. It's Ryan Hall. Cassell. Over the 30. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Centre field with O'Connor goes right to Croft. Kicks the ball through. Decent chase there from Newman, but Myers is there to hit the ball over the dead ball line. There might have been Jowett that got a foot to it, but good work from those two. Let's have a look at this. Who got the touch to it? Jowett takes the credit, but Myers was definitely there. Rumours about Powell signing head coach for Hull FC. I can't imagine that's true at all. Can't imagine that's true in the slightest, to be honest. Unless Hull FC decide they want to move on from Cartwright, like he's got a job in Australia or wants to move back to Australia, I don't know, but I don't know. Plus, I think he'd want to keep building with Wakefield after starting from the Championship and then having a season like this. Provided it doesn't completely fall to shit in the last few weeks, we'll see. But I'd imagine he'd want to stay here as well. There's now 3 minutes to go. Leeds in possession. About 15 metres out. Lasoni in centre field now with Watkins. Smith and Pitts to bring him down about 8 or 9 metres out. O'Connor in centre field at dummy half. Pops up to Lasoni on his right. Trying to crash over Lasoni. Oh my God. What a tank. The big geezer. Sam Lasoni in front of the sticks. Likely to be 8 all. What a geezer. What an absolute powerhouse. Let's try for Leeds. Oh my goodness. Straight into Griffin. He felt that. He felt that. (8-6) with a kick to come. 2 more minutes to go. Don't forget, Leeds were down to 12 men at one point. Wakefield scored off the back of it. They took a penalty first to take a 2-point lead. Then they scored, made it 6-0. Well, there we go. Sammy did it again. He certainly did. Ever-present substitute in 2025 and scored Leeds' opening try in the 14-8 win against Hull Kingston Rovers. Fair enough. What a signing for Hull FC. First of all, I don't know how Leeds have allowed that to happen. Now, if Lasoni wanted to go there, fair enough. Like, that's fine. Players sometimes want to move, new challenge, things like that. But the fact that, 1, Leeds have allowed that to happen, and 2, Hull FC have managed to make it happen is quite impressive on both sides. He's only a powerhouse at that time, like versus Cast 2. He did it versus us. Good impact sub going to Hull. Yeah. It'll be huge. You got SASA starting. He comes off. Knight's also extended. I saw that before on Facebook from Super League, that Knight's extended with Hull. Apparently they want to try and keep SA, because I think he is contracted to Wigan. He's a Wigan player, but I think they want to try and keep him. So we'll see what Wigan want to do, because I still think they're losing Byrne to Warrington. So they might want to keep SA as that replacement. But they've got Hill and Walters sort of coming through the ranks to maybe get more minutes regularly. And Havard's been out for a little bit, so he's starting to come back in. So we'll see with SA. But yeah, SASA and Knight starting next year. SA is an impact player. Lasoni is an impact player. Ashworth as well. And then they might bring Barmforth back in. He's yet to come back in. He's done a good job for Catalans. So yeah, Hull FC looking pretty big for next year. But it's now the 4th tackle for Leeds. Shifting down the right-hand side. Newman trying to fend off Pratt, but he's smashed into the ground by Myers. This is a great tackle. Plays it on the halfway line. Last tackle, Croft. Bit of work to do. 10 seconds to go. Newman kicks down the touchline towards the sticks. There's a chase here from Lasone, collected by Walmsley. Shrugs past him. He says, "No, thank you, Sam." He's wrapped up. The hooter sounds, and that will be half-time. Well, that's a decent half. That, not too bad. Not too bad. That was all right. We've got a game, folks. I'm liking the look of this. We've got ourselves a game. Not too shabby. Who's going to take it? Who's going to take this one? I think as of right now, I'm trusting Leeds through the middle a little bit more. I think with Lasoni back on, or with Lasoni on, I think I trust Leeds through the middle a little bit more to make those extra meters, quick play the balls, all that jazz. But I think Wakefield's looking slightly more dangerous when they move the ball. So I think we're looking at better territory from Leeds, but better threat from Wakefield, if people get what I mean. That's kind of how it's feeling for me right now. Okay, right then. To remind people, I might do a Rugby League 26 stream after this. Because I've got like 48,000 PTC. Protein coins. I'll do a pack opening. Somebody said, I did ask about how much they cost, like each gold pack. NRL is $9.90. Super League is over $1K for a gold pack. Interesting. Alright. Well, I'll try and do a mix of Super League and NRL. Maybe next try wins. You could be right, Jonathan. You could be correct on that. Both looking fairly solid defensively. Through the middle, it's quite back and forth as well. See, this is not good for my headphones. The padding bit that was like just there has come out, like it's gone loose. So it's now, the plastic is now making contact. So it's digging in a little bit. Might have to tape it back on. Get a bit of super glue on one side of it and just plop that thing back up. Do you know what? I'll put a poll up, see what people think. Who's going to win it from this point? See what people are thinking. We're basically back to 0-0. 0-0, lads, 0-0. Let's see what people think. Right, so there's a poll in the live stream chat. Let me know who you think's going to win from this point. Interested to know what you guys think. Thank you again to Paul for the donation as well, just to put that out there. So, by the way, I'm thinking of changing... I'll get back to you on that in a second. I don't think I have, Kieran. Oh, yes, I have actually. I have. Someone mentioned that a few months back. I have heard of it. So, something that I'm thinking of doing, like changing for the future, might do it once the season's done, and then get it started for when the Pacific Championships and the Ashes starts, is rather than having YouTube memberships, I'm going to change to Patreon, I think. Which means I keep a higher percentage of the memberships, but also on top of that, I'm going to start doing a few new things. So number one, Patreon members, I need to put like a wall of members up on here. So like down, just so I've got this section here. Just want to see if down this section here would be like a wall of members. Normally where the chat is, but I might have to move the chat to like say the top right, something like that. I'll think about it. I'll figure it out. But like members would be on live streams. But because I keep a higher percentage and hopefully have more members over there, I do monthly giveaways. So it'd either be tickets or it would be jerseys, for example. And then if you donate on here, or if you donated through the website or something like that, every £1 is worth an extra entry or something like that. So let's say, for example, there was a £5 membership that gets you 5 entries into a draw, something like that. So at the end of every month, there'll be one of the live streams that I do. I'll do a draw, and you can either win tickets to a game or a jersey. It could be an NRL jersey, it could be Super League jersey. And start doing some more giveaways to members and stuff like that. And do like a members-only league table with predictions. So they'll feature in the videos, like the leaderboard, how well people are doing. Videos might come out a few hours earlier than normal. I think I'd probably have to do it at least 6 hours early. I might not do that because sometimes I can't always schedule videos exactly at the same time. And then I'd do a fantasy league as well, stuff like that for Super League and NRL. So I think I'll switch that over at some point. And if there can be votes on there, what kind of videos people want to see, stuff like that. If you ever wanted to go a little league with friends and family, if you'd like to join next season, could do, potentially. Potentially. 9 votes, 67% say Wakefield's going to win this one. Storm, good late win yesterday. May overtake Bulldogs and Raiders now. Have 527 points, need slightly better D. True. I think that if Storm can just work on that defence just a little bit, just improve that slightly, they can get it done this year. But I'm still liking the look of the Raiders. I think it's a tough game for them this week against the Knights because they're looking quite strong on paper and they've been improving massively. Form-wise, it's not great for the Knights, but they've looked a hell of a lot better. It's a bit like the Giants, but better. Much better. They're improving, but they're still losing. But they look better than Huddersfield in comparison. How long until halftime kickoff? I think we might have another 7 or 8 minutes, something like that. Yeah, I still like the look of the Raiders. I do fancy the Raiders to get it done. There's a few in there now because the Panthers have turned their season around. They were last only a few months ago, which is wild. But yeah, the Panthers have won 6 in a row. The Broncos have won 5 or 6 in a row, maybe more. The Dolphins can have insane games. They've just got to work on their consistency. The Sharks have been improving. I think the Roosters could be in that conversation. So the teams for me that are safe for playoffs or finals for the NRL would be the Raiders, Storm, Bulldogs, Panthers, Broncos. And I'm thinking maybe Sharks, Dolphins. Ooh. Warriors. I forgot about the Warriors. It's going to be a tough one. We could do a league to see who has the best 70s hairdo. Oh, well, you'd win that every time, Paul. You'd win it every time. Oh, hang on a minute. So, Matthew Shaw from All Out Rugby League. Shout out to them, by the way, because they do a great show. They've been doing some stuff with Kyle Amor and Adrian Morley. They did a really professional-looking show over there. More bad news for Warrens and Wolves. James Harrison ruled out for the year. So that's what he tweeted. But then James Harrison quote tweeted that saying, news to me. So apparently he's not, which is a good sign. I assumed he was out for a while, but I didn't know it was the whole season. But yeah, so apparently... apparently he's not out for the year. This is what I don't get about... This is not aimed at him, by the way, at Matthew. I don't get... I don't know. There's some things with journalism I don't get. Because who are they getting the information from? Who specifically are they getting their information from? Because there's been a lot of times over the last few weeks and months where journalists are just straight up wrong about stuff. Like, they'll say this is going to happen or this is true, and they're just wrong. So it's, are they being given false information, or are they being given information that's not quite 100%? Like, someone might have said Harrison out for a while and he's assuming that means the whole season. I don't know. Like, I'd love to have good relationships with clubs and be able to announce accurate information. I'd love to be able to do that, but the accurate information will come from the clubs, that's the thing. Who's coming up next season then? It seems to be right now, the game caller seems quite confident that it's going to be Salford moving down, not because of performance, but because of IMG reasons, and that York, Bradford, and Toulouse will be coming up because I think they'll be at 14 teams next year. I don't think that's not confirmed yet. Apparently, there's a meeting. Is it today or there's a meeting soon in Wakefield where they'll vote on the structure, or they're just going to discuss the structure. I'm not too sure. Is the game caller not a bit unreliable, though? A lot of people on Twitter don't seem to be a fan of him. And I get that. I get that. Because journalists, they aren't always right. And I know that he and Matthew Shaw, they'll be, they'll have some people in their ears from clubs. Not always accurate. Fully get that. But I'm taking whatever they say with a pinch of salt. But I reckon he's probably got a decent amount of insider knowledge. It's fairly reliable. Worst case scenario, I think York, Bradford, Toulouse will be strong in points anyway. Like, they might not be inside the top 40, top 12, top 14, but that's what he seems to think. Who's telling him that, I don't know. Got there eventually. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I get what you mean, though, Jason. Not always reliable. Sometimes I get things wrong, but it's fine. He's fine. I do want to try and get some more interviews going. Oh. I have an email. Okay, I had an email about an affiliate link, so I'd have to do a bit of research on that one and make sure that one is legit and two is useful for people before I start consider advertising anything like that. So I will do my due diligence, folks, before I start pushing things out to you. So don't worry about that. Well, interesting. Could be something. We'll see. Let's have a look at this poll, shall we? 18 votes, 50-50. Okay. Who's going to vote next? Who's going to tip the scales? So 9 people think that Wakefield's going to win from this point. 9 think Leeds are going to win from this point. Does someone else want to tip the scales? Anyone else in here? Leave your votes below. We'll get back underway shortly as well. I think we're just a few minutes out. $19 votes and the scales are tipped towards Wakefield. Got 52 people in there. Interesting. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Got a great game going on. 8 all at half time. Wakefield coming out now. They're on the way out. Howdy, Jenna. Powell says refocus on defence. Arthur says it's all about field position and refocus. Unless I got that mixed up. Yeah, I got that mixed up. Anyway, I'm going to end this poll now. Most of you think that, voted anyway, most of you think that Wakefield's going to win this one. Oldham as well. I'm not sure Oldham has the points yet. Johan, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. I had 9 likes on the stream so far. Appreciate that. A decent number of people here, which is good. Which is very nice. So we're going to get back underway very shortly. We're just moments away. Not sure if that fan's going on yet or not. Might have to soonish. Getting a little bit warm in here. Come on, Leeds, says Joshua. All right. So Wakefield will kick to Leeds. And we are back underway for the second half. Here we go. So Wakey, they kick to Leeds. Edgell collects and hands the ball off to Cassell. With the first carry of the half, he's brought down on his own 10. He'll play this for O'Connor. Left of the sticks. Now with Watkins, who takes the next carry, making just a couple metres there. Wish you could watch the games. Aye, it is unfortunate for some. Lasani with a carry towards the 20. And another reminder, I will be streaming Rugby League 26 after this game. Doing some pack openings and stuff. So now with McDonald. Decent carry up towards the 30 for Leeds. There's no clock on the screen just yet, so we'll see how that goes. But it's Jake Connor. Switches back to the Zen Monk. Gets a quick play the ball for O'Connor. Now with Jake Connor, kicks from behind the 40 towards the back right slightly. Collected on the 20 by Myers up towards the 30. Stepping, darting. Beautiful little try last week against Huddersfield. That was gorgeous. Ponga-esque, if I do say so myself. Now up to the 30. Smith now waiting at dummy half. Pratt will play the ball for him. Smith gives it to Wormsley through the middle up towards the 40, or just a few metres short. Watkins and Lasoni getting brought down. Smith will go left to Pitts. Now Truman, then Griffin. A few metres shy of halfway. 4th tackle for Wakefield. Over on the left-hand side of the field now. Smith will come back towards the middle. Pitts pops up to Staunton. Big hit there from Lasoni. Bentley is there. Watkins comes in late to slow him down. But last tackle for Wakefield to go right to Lino. Hits this ball high towards the sticks. Miller underneath it. Takes it cleanly on the full. From behind the 10. Takes it over the 10 and just over the 20. Jowett and Scott to bring him down. But that's O'Connor with a scoot from dummy half over the 30. Making about 14 metres there. Not too bad. Now going to be Edgell with the next carry over the 40 for Leeds. 3rd tackle. Next carry is Cassell, now inside Wakefield territory. And O'Connor will go right to Croft on the 4th. Cuts back towards the middle. Good metres there. A few metres shy of the 30. Last tackle coming up for Leeds. O'Connor will go left to Jake Connor. Puts plenty of height on this one towards the sticks for Wormsley. Under pressure, takes it cleanly. Behind the 10 is stopped 5 metres out from the try line. A lot of work for Wakefield to do now. But Jowett will give this to Myers. Takes it over the 10. Left to centre field, but 3 defenders for Leeds. Pushing back, that's McDonald, Croft and Newman. Pushing back towards the 5. And then it's Pratt. Back towards the 10. Still no clock on screen yet, so we'll get that at some point. So the 4th tackle, 20-40 attempt here from Truman. Maybe? No, not in the slightest. Collected on the 40 by Miller, already up to opposition 40. That is not a good kick from Truman at all. That is absolutely awful. 40 metres out, Edgell with the next carry of this set, up towards the 30. O'Connor goes right to Watkins, who then goes right to Cassell. Slightly right of centre field, O'Connor at dummy half will go left to Jake Connor. Then on his right to Watkins. He gets an offload for O'Connor. Left to Bentley. up towards the 20. Now about 15 metres out from the try line. Left of the sticks. Fourth tackle, O'Connor. Shoots it right to Jake Connor. He switches back to Watkins, who then switches back to Lasone. Tries to shrug off one. Can he get an offload in there? Possibly he can do to Connor. Then it's right to McDonald. Eventually brought down. 3 defenders in the tackle. 15 metres out. Last tackle over on the right-hand side of the field. O'Connor will go left to Croft. Chips it towards the sticks. And Corey Hall takes on the full. Nicely done. Nicely done. He plays this 2 metres in front of the try line. Wormsley with the next carry. Smashed into by Hanley. I think there was a potential high shot in there. Potentially, but it's all good, I think. And then we have Corey Hall once again. Now 15 out from their own try line. A lot of work for Wakefield to do. Field position looking good for Leeds right now. Wormsley over the 20. Now 25 out from their own try line. Great carry there. Smith. Now with a Tony. That's an excellent carry from a Tony up towards the 40. Still going 5 metres out from the try line. Almost look for an offload there. Brilliant carry. Absolutely brilliant. Left to Truman on the last tackle. Slightly towards the back left. Collected by Ryan Hall. Over the 20. And straight into Smith. Lino is there to help out, and so is Staunton. So 25 out from their own try line. Leeds in possession. Slow to play this ball, but it's now with Croft, who goes left to Edgell. Carries it straight through the middle. Still no clock as well, unfortunately. Now there's Zen Monk up towards the 40 for Leeds. There's a scoot from Hanley up towards, or over the halfway line. Fourth tackle inside enemy territory. Centre field with Watkins. There was a jam in there from Truman, but he just hands the ball off to Lasone. Last tackle, 35 metres out, short side right to Croft. Chips this ball towards the back right. Jowett underneath it, goes up, batted sideways by Newman, possibly forwards, collected by Wormsley. Room to run for Wormsley over the 20. And a few metres shy of the 30. Great return there from Lachlan Wormsley. Plays it near the left touch line. It's now in Myers. Cuts back towards the middle. Doesn't really make much ground on that one. And he'll play this in the middle for Max Jowett. Wakefield on their own 30. Next carry from Nicotino. There we go. He is now on. Plays it on the 40 for Smith. Third tackle goes left to Truman. Then to Griffin up towards halfway. 2 more tackles to go in this set. James Bentley huffing and puffing. Will he blow your house down? We'll see. Depends what it's made of. Sorry. Anyway, last tackle. Connor is down at the moment. Lino will kick on the last. Got a challenge. It is knocked on by Hall but collected by Edgell. That is Corey Hall, by the way. I put the H for Smith because I thought Cameron Smith might be playing, but then I didn't do the letters for Ryan and Corey Hall. I should have done that. Do you know what? I'll do that now. We do have a player down at the moment. That is Jake Connor. It's not in a good way. Not in a good way, sir. Let's get this changed. There we go. So it's still 8-all. Sounds like Leeds are on top. I would say so, Craig. I'd say so. Something interesting occurred, Craig, which kind of was interesting. Hearing about XRP going up in value the other day. Was interesting. Interchange Wakey. I did not see who came on. Hopefully Jake Connor's okay. Might have to go off for a HIA, something like that. I'm not too sure. See, I'm not too sure what the interchanges are, David. If you know, then let us all know. But yeah, that looks like Lasoni on the bench. Great stint. Really great stint. Hopefully they can get that clock sorted as well. That'd be excellent. But yeah, Jake Connor, bit of treatment, possibly off for HIA, we'll see. Might be going to see Wakefield next year at home game. Never been to Wakefield Ground of You. I've not been to Wakefield. No, there's a few. The Super League clubs I've never been to is wherever the hell Toronto Wolfpack were playing. Catalans, Wakefield, Hull FC, Hull KR. And London. And Toulouse. Am I missing anyone? No, they're the only ones that I've not been to. You ever been to Leeds Ground? Yeah, I have. What I'm going to start by asking Craig is, did that increase occur because of what you said in the email? That's what I want to know first of all. Have you been to Lee? I have been. It was actually years ago. Back... Oh, God, this was... Yeah. Maybe over a decade ago, actually. It was last time I went to Lee. So, mistake from Leeds. Wakefield, 15 metres out. A Tony with a carry up towards a 10. Smith, left to Griffin, trying to crash over, stopped a few metres short. It's right to Lino. Then out the back to Joey, under pressure. Corey Hall cuts back towards the middle. Jenkins trying to get a hold of him. He does. Nicely done. Zen Monk punch Connor. Oh, get in. Left to Truman. Then across to Griffin. Decides to kick the ball through. Collected by Ryan Hall. Gets an offload. Miller. Bit of room to run, but he's wrapped up. Nicely done there from Myers. Wake you in, possibly. No, I'm no well, mate. Oh, I don't know what that means, Craig. I don't know what that means. Rating out of 10. You mean for ground? Assuming you mean for ground. When I went, 6.5. It's a normal, basic-looking stadium. Not much going on. I think it was a pre-season game, by the way, so there wasn't really too much going on. I've been to Lee's old ground, though. I don't know if it's on the same plot of land or whether they moved. I don't actually know. I've got no idea if was there old. Does anyone know if Lee's old stadium was on the same bit of land and they just did it up, or was it in a different location? They moved it? Oh, okay. But yeah, I went to that old one. Okay, back underway. Scrum for Wakefield on Leeds 40. It's now with Lino in centre field. Switches back to Staunton up towards the 30. There's still no clock on the screen, so I can't really tell you how long's left, unless I see the screen in the ground. Then a Tony bumps off one. Decent meters there, just short of the 20. Short side left from Pitts to Truman. He's going to run it himself 11 metres out. Over on the left-hand side of the field. Pitts waits at dummy half. Third tackle. McMeekin right to a Tony. Right to Lino. Across to Hall. He's just going to straighten up. Take a tackle. Or take the tackle on the 10. Pitts comes back towards the middle with Lino. Then to a Tony. We'll play this 4 or 5 metres out. Between the sticks, last tackle. Plays for Pitts. Pitts will go left to Truman. Bit of room there, actually. Jowett, then across to Pratt. Hands it off to Myers. Trapped in the corner. Newman, with great defensive work, tries to get an offload. Ends up in the hands of Croft. Well done from Leeds there. Really well done. Whale basically means loaded and buying or selling big in digital assets. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand, Craig. What I meant is, in your initial email, you described reasons why the value of a certain thing would increase. I think. And then something related to that did increase. So it's basically saying is, the reasons you gave, were they the reasons it actually increased? So on the last, Leeds kick towards the back right. Jowett collects and takes over the 20. Pratt falls over but gets back up as no one was touching him. Over the 30 now. Bilo Sahar is not quite that simple, Johan. Not quite that simple. And a penalty for Wakefield. Apologies, folks. Just kind of a side conversation going on with myself and Craig. So penalty for Wakefield. Who's the best championship team to start with in Super League in RL26? Oldham could be a good project. They'll have plenty of quality players in there as well to start with. So Oldham could be a good project. 28 minutes left according to Johan. Okay. Johan, yep. Johan, that works. Whatever feels right, Slink. Whatever feels right to you. McMeekan up towards the 30 inside Leeds territory. Second tackle coming up. Pitts goes left to Truman. Out the back to Lino. Smashed into by Harry Newman. Collected by Croft. Switches back to Miller. Up towards the Leeds 30. That's a massive hit there from Newman. Let's have a look at this again. Bang! What a tackle. What a tackle from Newman. O'Connor over on the right, comes back towards the middle. Is that Cassell shooting it left? And that's a knock-on from Sinfield under pressure. Damn, mistake there from Leeds. I think if and when Leeds can get back into the grind, I think they'll win the battle through the middle again. I think they've looked a bit stronger, especially with the kicking game, pinning Wakefield back a little bit easier. But they're just making a few too many mistakes, just gifting Wakefield that field position. Yeah, I'd say go for it, Sling. I reckon he might do. Go for it. So scrum, 30 metres out for Wakefield. Out the back, and they'll go left to Pratt. Plays this for Pitts, just left of centre field. Now through the middle with a Tony, up towards the 20. Pitts will pop it up to McMeekan on his right. He'll go right then to Lino. Out the back to Jowett, then to Hall. It's brought down about 13, 14 metres out. When drop goal? Maybe soon. I'd say probably, I think they'll wait another 10 minutes or so at least. At the absolute minimum. So Wakefield will have to go back and play this on the fourth tackle. About 12 metres out. Right to McMeekan. Then right to Lino. Pops it across to Jowett. That's a great ball from Lino. In the hands of Wormsley. Under pressure near the touchline. Well done, Wormsley. Good scramble there from Leeds. Plays this for Jowett near the right touchline. Back towards the middle with Lino. He kicks across the field on the last tackle. Griffin goes up, gets an offload in the hands of Myers. Is it? No, goes over the touchline. That was so close. So close. I think technically the offload was forward as well, possibly. Bloody hell, that's close. No pressure. You want to know more? Hit me up. Yeah, I might be in touch, Craig. I might be. So play the ball just over the 20 from Newman. It's now in the hands of Jenkins, up towards the 30. Was looking for an offload for a second then. Wigan needs to beat Catalans tomorrow for confidence. Absolutely. That's one they should win. Like they should do. Even with the issues they've had, they should still be strong enough. With the players they've got, the individuals in there that can make something happen in any moment, should be fine. Have you ever rebuy Rugby League 26? Yes, this is the third time I've owned Rugby League 26. I have refunded it twice before. So yeah, it's my third time owning it. In like a few days of the game coming out. Now Wakefield in possession. Myers just short the 30. Third tackle, sorry. Pratt coming up towards the 40. Do you think it's better now since update? It's a little bit better. Apparently there's a new one with some more improvements, which I need to check out. So we'll see. Corey Hall gets the ball across to Walmsley, but Handley gets a hand on him. And brings him down just over the 30. Last tackle for Wakey. Out the back to Lino. Under pressure from Handley. Gets a kick away. Drills it low. Pops up nicely for Miller. Takes over the 20 and the 30. So now 5 metres short of the 40. I think byplay is a bit hard, is it? I don't know. I've only done play now. Like I've only just done some normal games. I haven't done any career because I'm going to wait until I do a video series, which I've got an idea for. I need to get in contact with some people, but I've got an idea for that. And then pro team, I've only opened a few free packs that I've got, and that's it. But yeah, I need to see. So yeah, I'll be streaming RL26 after this on a different stream. So back to the game. Last tackle coming up for Leeds. In centre field with O'Connor at dummy half. He will go right to Croft. Scans the line. Cuts off his right foot. Kicks the ball through. Kicks the ball through once again. Collected by Corey Hall. Nicely done from Hall. Good effort there from Croft. Trying to be a little bit creative, bit inventive. A step from Myers. Another step again from Myers. Kalen Myers. Look at him go. Not quite Kalen Ponga, but well done, Myers. And no, Kalen's not his first name, by the way. I'm aware of that. What stream will you be streaming on here or another channel? It'll be on this channel, just not this specific stream. Like I'll end this one and then start a new one, but it'll be on this channel. McMeekin with the next carry up towards the 40 and just over it as well. Has done a lot of big minutes this year, McMeekin. Pitts out the back to Lino, will kick from just behind the 40 towards the back left, but is collected by Ryan Hall, takes it over the 20 and is brought down just over the 20. Well, I'm better than the one game I played the other day. I'm better than that, I can tell you that, but still not great. We'll see how it goes. O'Connor hands it off to Newman. Tries to offload it, collected by Griffin, knocks it back, collected by Fartilli. And with 20 minutes left, thank you, Yohan. 20 minutes to go. Wakefield in possession, 30 metres out. Who's going to pull the trigger for the drop goal first? We will see. I think if there's 20 minutes to go, I think both sides will probably wait a little bit longer, but I normally like to see earlier drop goals. Pitts at dummy half, 20 metres out, will go left to Truman. Caught in a dead end. Gets an offload though for Pitts. Switches back to Staunton. Takes it beyond the 10. This makes a drop goal harder. When you're inside the 10, it makes a drop goal a lot harder. Fourth, they'll shoot it left to Truman. Then across to Pratt. Trying to get around the outside of Newman, but he gets a hand on him. Newman's been really solid defensively today, by the way. Last tackle. And it's a penalty for Wakefield. They could go for 2 here, but it's going to be near the touchline. Pretty sure with penalties you can move it back as far as you want, but you can't obviously move it closer. Yeah, high shot from Newman. Are they going to go for 2? Are they going to go for 2? Seems like the right call to me. I'm cool with that. Would you go for 2? What I would do is I would take tackle 1, 2, and 3 as actual proper attempts at a try. So I wouldn't go for 2. With a fair bit of time as well, I'd say skip the 2 because you want to keep that field position. So take the tap. Go for 1 or 2 proper attacking plays. 4th tackle, you work it back towards the middle. Make sure you stay beyond the 10. And then last tackle, you go for 1. And if you miss it, you have to deal with a 7 tackle set. And you don't have the lead. But you might still score a try on the attacking set. So you just got to back yourselves and be clean. I'm not like always opposed to going for 2, by the way. I know it might seem like I'm always against it. But I just don't like sometimes giving up the field position. But this makes complete sense. Like, I've got no issues with this. Just sometimes I like teams being like backing themselves and trying, going for it, showing a bit of intent. The penalty from Jowett is... it's no good. So that's going to be a dropout from the 20. So Wakefield will get the ball back anyway, unless they go short on this dropout. But yeah, goal line dropout. Sorry, not goal line dropout. 20-metre dropout from Leeds. Dropout is like, you know, when they do like a drop goal, but from in between the sticks. So it's a long dropout. Collected by Walmsley up towards the 20. Staunton is on. Who came off? It was... I didn't see. Great. But it's now with Staunton. Over halfway. Coming up towards the 40. I saw that when they did that at St. Helens games. Yeah, so that was... you know, if a team pushes the ball over their own in-goal area, the dead ball line in their own in-goal area, they have to do a dropout between the sticks. But if a team misses a penalty kick and it goes over that dead ball line, then the opposition has to do a dropout from the 20. So McMeekin, now 15 metres out. Slightly left of the sticks. Pitts will go short side left to Truman. Pops it up to Griffin, and he'll just take the tackle 5 metres short of the line. This is okay. He might be able to keep Leeds pin back, but Griffin is limping a lot and is not in a good way. Griffin's not in a good way at all. And it's going to be a penalty for Leeds on their own 10. Newman draws in a penalty. It was Fartilli and Pitts just couldn't get out of the tackle. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, maybe. Who thinks Wire can beat Lee on Saturday? I do think Wire can beat Lee, but we have to really turn up for it. Really turn up for it, which I'm not sure if we will do. Oh, that's next week anyway. I just realised it's next week. Sneeze should be back for it, so that's at least a good start in terms of kicking, because we need a kicking game. If we don't have one, we don't have a chance. So it's now with the Zen Monk. James Bentley takes it up towards the 40 inside Leeds territory. O'Connor goes right to Watkins, pops up to Lasone. Over the halfway line. I need to cough, sorry. Hopefully I did actually mute that and people didn't hear it. 6 again for Leeds. Newman up towards the 30. Eventually stopped. Makes 5 more meters. 6, 7. Jesus. Oh no. Oh no, I said the words. No. O'Connor. About 11 metres out. Croft will switch back to Watkins. Bit of room to run here. Just a few metres short. O'Connor right at the sticks. Left to Croft. Engages the line, goes himself. Croft is just stopped short. O'Connor left of the sticks. Is this the last tackle of the fourth? O'Connor goes himself. Held up. Oh no, he's got it. He's got it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say, oh no. I'm not upset about it. I just... Wrong choice of words. I think he's got it. I just meant, like... They probably shouldn't have let him get that one down. I'm pretty sure he's got it. I think he's got that. Huge try if he's got it. First glance, I was about 95% confident he's got it. Yeah, that's a try. That is a try for Leeds. I'm going to give them 6 for that because they should be able to get that. And so far, I'm on track with getting the first game wrong in both leagues in my predictions. I'm on track for it. Right then. And that is going to be confirmed as a try. It's been a hell of a game, this. A war of attrition, as some may say. But that is now a 4-point advantage for Leeds. It's not right in front of the sticks. I think it's just... He should get this one. That's why I've given the extra points. Hopefully he does. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sinfield to add the extras. The kick from Sinfield to make it 14-8 is good. It'd be great if they could fix that clock. That would be absolutely brilliant. $11 minutes left. Thank you, Johan. Back underway. Who scored? It was O'Connor. Jared O'Connor. So, oh, what a hit into Palacia. Staunton with the hit there. Now with Bentley. Strong hit from McMeekin. This is where we start to see a bit more energy from Wakefield. Now with Ryan Hall over the 30. Great carry up towards the 40. Excellent carry. O'Connor on his left to Miller. It's now with Jowett. Takes it over the 20. Up towards the 30. If you Leeds, do you take the 1? Yes. I'd take the 1 sooner rather than later because you don't want to be giving Wakefield a 7-tackle set if you miss the drop goal with a few minutes to go. Like when they're going to be chucking the ball around and really going at you. I'd say next time you're in good field position, if there's like 6-7 minutes to go, maybe 8, whatever, go for the 1, get it out the way early. And don't have to worry about that 7-tackle set. I mean, you might still give away 1 soon, but you've still then got more time in the rest of the 80-minute period to get another 1-pointer. There's an offload to Myers down the left-hand side, up towards the 30. Almost with a line break. Almost. Last tackle, 30 metres out. Truman dinks the ball towards the back left. Lino is after this. It's going to bounce over the head of Miller. Miller collects it and is dragged just over the try line. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. Well done, Wakefield. Well done, Miller. He's complaining to Kendall about something. Well done, Miller, but well done, Truman and Lino. So this will be a dropout for Leeds. Okay. How is Lum 18th man? I don't know. I don't know why Edgell initially got the spot over Lum. I don't know if Lum was out for a week or two, but Edgell's not really done much to lose the spot. I think I'd still prefer Lum there, but I'm fine with Edgell for now. Not a Leeds fan, but it's just my thought anyway. Thoughts. Doesn't matter. Wakefield in possession, 30 metres out. Smith, now with Fartilli through centre field. There's a few metres shy of the 20. Smith is now back on, which is good to see. Speeds up the ruck a bit. McMeekin over the 20, now 15 metres out, left of the sticks. Why there ain't no game clock? Why ain't there no game clock? I don't know, they just haven't sorted it. So now with Jowett, shifting right, but cuts back towards the middle. Scans the line. He's been watching too much Matt Duffy. He's stopped on the 10. 71.5 minutes on the clock. Fourth tackle. Smith, left of the sticks. Will go right to Lino. Across to Staunton. Wakefield's in. The game continues. The game. Voice crack of dreams there. The game, as I said, continues. That is beautiful in front of what, 60 odd people? A grown ass man? Nice. Well done, me. That's not going in the stream highlights. It might end up in there. I'll cut around it. You'll never know. Right, so watching the replay here. Great pass across from Smith. Staunton. Beautiful line. Oh no, it's Lino, sorry. Great line from Staunton. Barge is over. Excellent. Great work. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. Okay. So it's 14-12 with the kick to come, but I think the kick should be fine. I rip Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. It's a lot of big names, and of course, yes, Jota as well. I think you're a bit behind here, David, because we've been mentioning these things. How old am I? I am 26. I am 27 in about 3 weeks' time. I am. Oh, to be 23 again, though. $73 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. And the kick is just good enough. Just good enough. Okay. Great ball from Lino. Excellent ball. Well done, Staunton, for actually keeping a hold of that. That was important. That was huge. 27 in 2 months. Oh, nice, Josh. Nice. Right then. Who's going to pull the trigger on the one-pointer first? Who's going to get the chance, actually? So back underway. Leeds kick to Wakefield. Collected by Jowett. Hands the ball off to Tony. Takes it over the 10. Now 15 metres out from their own try line. And that's not a very nice thing to say, Paul. Damn. Fartilli with the next carry over the 20. Now about 25 out from their own try line. Plays it for Smith. Now McMeekin. Over the 30. It's going to be 6 minutes to go. Third tackle. Now McMeekin again. Up towards the 40 for Wakefield. 2 more tackles to go in this set. Tony. Now Griffin. Probably too far out to go for 1. Could probably get the distance, but Probably not accurate enough. Oh, it's with Lino. He's going to kick high towards the back left. Collected by Miller on the 20. It's 5.5 minutes to go. Not a bad place to start this set. Better than being trapped right in the corner. It's now down the left-hand side with Handley over the 40. Yeah, the clock is now back up, David. The clock's now back up. I'll keep people abreast of the score. So yeah, 5 minutes to go. The kick on the halfway line from Croft towards the back right. Taken cleanly on the full by Myers. Returns it over the 20. Gets back up. Plays the ball about 25 out from his own try line. Just short of the 30. Wakefield in possession. Second tackle coming up. Smith on his right to Walmsley over the 30. A few metres shy of the 40. Smith in centre field again goes right to Corey Hall. He takes it over the 40 inside Wakefield's own territory. Smith. Now Fartilli. Bit of room to run for Fartilli. Looking for an offload. Doesn't quite get one. Still looking for an offload. Gets one eventually. Excellent there from Fartilli. Excellent. Is that the match-winning carry right there from Fartilli? Possibly. They could pull the trigger here and go for one. Jowett will go short side left. Really? Could you not have gone for one there and you do that kick on the last? Really? They knock it backwards. Collected by Wakefield. Come on. 4 minutes to go. McDonald in possession on the 30. Next carry from Miller over the 30. Up towards the 40. Leeds in possession. There's an offload there to O'Connor. He shoots it left. It's wayward, but collected by Ash Hanley. Trying to get around Hall. 3 defenders wrap him up. And they're in Hall, Walmsley and Lino. What minute? There is 76 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Lasoni is not on. He's not. So there's a kick on the last. Bounce on the 10. Oof. Almost knocked on there by Myers. Almost. Returns it up towards the 20. Onto the 20-metre line. That was very close. Would you have winning who's played better? Oh, God. It's actually really even. I'd maybe lean it slightly towards Leeds. Only slightly. I did back Wakefield to win. So now with Lino, then to McMeekin, up towards the halfway line. 2 more tackles in this set. Just need one big carry here and then pull the trigger next time. Lino, now at the back to Truman, then to Jowett, across the Hall, just about keeps a hold of it. Smashed into the ground by Ash Hanley. That's a great tackle. So not a great place to go for one here. They could still try it, but no, they will kick on the last here from Truman. Plenty of height, not too much distance though. Miller gets an offload for Ryan Hall, takes it over the 20, up towards the 30. So great field position to start a fresh set. That's not a great kick. Not a great kick at all. You've got to pin him into the corners because they're not trying to hit the try line. They're trying to hit range for a drop goal. So 2 kicks there from Truman, not great. But now towards halfway with Cassell. Still 3 more tackles to go in this set. O'Connor on his left to Jenkins, then up towards the 40. Now about 35 metres out. 2 more tackles to go. Just 1 more carry through the middle. Croft. They're spreading the ball. Why? Just give it to a prop and take a tackle. What are you doing? Palacia brought down on the 30. Here we go. Is this the one? Minute 15 to go. O'Connor shoots it out the back to Croft. Under pressure. Gets the kick away. The kick is... no good. Just wide left. I wish this show a proper straight on view of drop goals. That would be great. So a minute to go. This will be a 7 tackle set for Wakefield. Caius Fartilli with the next carry. Up to their own 40. Smith. Now with Corey Hall. Up towards halfway. Next carry from Mike McMeekan up towards the 40. 30 seconds to go. Wakefield can run down every last second here. Now with the Tony. Right, this is going to be it. 30 metres out. Lino, I imagine, is on this one. Smith. To Lino. Under a lot of pressure. Gets the kick away. The kick is... good. Holy shit. And the hooter sounds. That's full time. 15-14 to Wakefield. Let's change this scoreline, shall we? That was so awkward for Lino. Somehow. That was so awkward for him to deal with that, but gets the ball between the sticks. That's a win for Wakey in the dying embers of the game. Look at Powell. Look at him, he's all over it. Well done, Wakey. First of all, Leeds. Cracking effort, by the way. Cracking effort. Solid defensively. Did a great job through the middle. I think they pinned Wakefield back a hell of a lot. I think they were the better team for longer portions of the game. Oh, it's not full time. There's a short kick-off. So it wasn't full time. Is it full time now? It is full time now. Okay. Right then. Bloody hell. Okay. What are you doing, Mason? What are you doing? Well done, Wakefield. So, right then. I was correct with the winner. Thank God. Thank God. Got two defenders right in front of Lino. I don't know how either of them didn't block that. It was so close to hitting the leg of, I think that was Miller. You're going to go, just want to say GG? Absolutely. Good game there. So, I'm about to end this stream. And then, in a few moments, I'll be live streaming Rugby League 26. I'm just going to do a massive pack opening. And then if I've got time to play games, then I'll play games as well. We will see. Just need to set up the capture card and everything. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Plenty of people in here. It was a hell of a game. I don't know if stream highlights will be out tonight or whether it'll be for the morning. I'm not sure. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay. Right, I'm going to end it there. Do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you to those that, the regulars that came in. Some people that aren't usually regulars stopped by as well. Plenty of people came into the stream. So yeah, I'll see you in a few moments on Rugby League 26. Just need to sort some stuff out. And David with a donation. I was going to say thank you to Paul Fairhurst for his donation. Well then, look at that, David. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Thank you very much. That's worth a trumpet. So thank you, Paul. And thank you, David, for the donation. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Biggest donor you've got? In this stream, it's that one just there from David. And overall, it was the 50 that you sent last week. So, yeah. Thank you guys for the donations. You don't have to. Content will always be free on this channel, so there's no obligation to pay anything. But those that do, mate, is unbelievably appreciated more than you know. So thank you very much for that. But yeah, I'll end this, take a few minutes, sort out the stuff for the stream, and then I'll get started with a massive pack opening for RL26 Pro Team. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated as always. Stream highlights either up tonight or in the morning. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.